my reading for me. I'm going to do a past, present, and future. Where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? And I'm going to use all of my cards. Oh. Where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? Where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? Ooh. Not this one yet, actually. Yes. I didn't want to because I didn't, it's not going to be about the teachers themselves. It's going to be about the lessons that we learn along the way. So, weird shuffle. One more. Well, I don't use these as much. Thank you. Okay, where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? Fun. Love life. Where have I been? Okay. I got you. Where am I now? Where am I going? Okay. Major Arcana. Actually, I need to. I don't know why. Where am I now? Where am I going? Okay. Where have I been? I don't know. Things are flying out. Interesting. Okay. Where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? Ooh, this is gonna be so fun. Okay, where have I been? New moon in Aries. Okay, so it says new moon in Aries and it says go for it. But what I read about that just from looking at it is that in the new moon, I've been in the dark for a while and I've been battering like a ram, so just like frustrated with where I've been. And so I like try and fight my way out and then I like run out of energy. And then I like try and fight my way out and then I run out of energy. And like that's where I've been, just stuck in the dark. but I've been playing in my life. I haven't been so serious. That's definitely true. Okay. And I've been creating space for divine. Okay, hold on. Sorry. New Moon in Aries. Play. She's like dancing around in a chalice too, right? Underneath the sun that's almost like a flower. And I'm picturing like a very, I mean, honestly, martinis, but a very specific, like New Year's Eve years ago, back in like high school. Interesting. Yeah, I have, honestly. I feel like I've done a lot of play. Okay? I've been trusting, in the past, I trusted the process. I've been creating space for divine order to unfold, the divine director. Okay, creating the space. Relationships, oh my God, the 5 of Staves. That's like, what, big, I want to say big time. I want to say that's big time complications and, or conflict. Yeah, represents, okay, so represents opposition or struggles. They're not exactly sure what they're fighting against or about, but they feel the need to defend something. Maybe they're confused, overly agitated, under constant stress, or simply disorganized. Wherever it is, whatever it is, they need to release or understand what threatens them. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, my relationships have been full of opposition and struggle and conflict in the past. This is a difficult situation. Just remember that something's gone awry. It was a difficult situation, and with more clarity must be found before you can make, okay, all this is for the past. So I've already got what I need to know. Oh, I've been the High Priestess. And what I really see about that is that in the past, I was totally hidden by the veil. And within my recent past, that veil has been lifted. So yes, very High Priestess for the major arcana. And this one keeps coming up for me, okay? 9 of Swords. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Of all the Swords cards, the 9 of Swords is the most difficult. The woman crying in her bed represents the loss of hope, bad dreams, depression, desperation, and nightmares. Despair and anxiety are causing misery, pain, and emotional distress, and the woman can't seem to get out of bed, as if too much trauma has occurred. Maybe she needs medical or legal help, but in any event, it's clear that truly unfortunate conditions and sad circumstances surround her. And they did. They did. Absolutely. But where am I now? Where am I now? Well, I don't know. Hold on. Those were this way. So I should have just... I'm going to turn this whole thing and see what's happening, okay? Where am I now? Last quarter moon in Aries. So currently the obstacles are coming up for the things that... So, okay. It's crazy that they're both in Aries. When the new moon was in Aries, and I said that I was in the dark, and like didn't see what was going on, but was trying to batter my way out. Well, sometime between there and now, we've been through the first quarter moon in which things came to light and I figured out what I was battering and ramming about. And then I went through the full moon where there was nothing to batter and ram about. And everything was bright and illuminated. And now I'm in the last quarter moon. And so it's like things are coming back around to remind me like what sets me off. And that's where I'm at right now. And I'm honestly like, yeah, I would agree with that. Okay. Inner temple devotion. I'm tuning into the portal of my heart. Oh, I would definitely agree with that. Okay, Bridget, inner fire. Letting my passion lead me to my purpose. This is definitely where I'm at right now. In my relationships, I'm at the 9 of Cups, which is like, I want to say that has to do with fulfillment and like emotions and stuff. Cups. Let's see, the 9 of Cups. has to do with synchronicity and climax and completion. This card assures you that your dreams will come true and your future will be secure. Your wish is my command, says the genie. What you desire will come to you. I believe that. You'll have much happiness in attaining your wish. Or other cards in the reading will tell you how and when the wish might take place. Well, maybe the next one's will. But it's so interesting because, like, I'm in it. But let's see if it says any more. The wish card. Naturally, a lot of... Okay. People want this in their spread. Content with your 9 of Cups arched. And these are in, like, a rainbow. I mean, it's beautiful, right? I wonder if this is Brigid. That would be interesting. Okay. Okay, so like you'll get what you wish for. That's what this is saying. Okay, you'll get what you wish for. Okay, so that's so interesting, and they're this way because I had flipped the deck over. So strength reversed right now, and I don't think that's the first time. Okay, I don't think that's the first time. Temperance, the devil. I don't know the order exactly, sorry. Oh, strength comes. Oh, that's interesting. The major arcana card that I pulled for myself is strength reversed. But strength is actually the one that comes right before the hermit. Okay, we've got number 8 and number 9, and so it may be reversed, but it's still an infinity sign either way. And then I've got the hermit, which is what I pulled from the big deck. So I mean, like, that just happened to come out a major arcana card. It could have been anything. So strength reversed. When strength is reversed, you feel out of control. You might be feeling out of control because fear has taken over. You need to be careful that discord and confusion don't result. Strength reversed also indicates fear of overwhelming passions or intense emotions leading to uncontrolled action. You might be paying too much attention to the material, physical side of life, or you might lack the courage to face a problem. This card is telling you to pay attention to that lion. Calm down. Get yourself back upright. Remember, the lion's just a big kitty cat at heart. And it's the reason that I feel out of control, I think, is because, like, I really want to step into this, and it doesn't align with most of what my past has been, like how I was raised and what I've been through. So I've done a lot of disconnecting from that to get to where I am now, but I have to get over it even further, and not disconnect either, but just to, like, embrace myself regardless of what the people from that life will think, like my mom. Okay, now the hermit. The hermit is represented by the number 9 to be content and at peace with the knowledge that he has attained. He's universal now, able to share what he's learned with others. The number 9 represents the desire to complete a cycle of growth and think about how far you've come. The Virgo zodiac sign is represented by the hermit because analyzing introspectively is Virgo's greatest attribute. The hermit stands alone, high on a snowy peak, waiting and watching for others who come along the path. He holds the lantern of truth, which contains a 6-pointed star. Look at him closely. He's the fool, much older and wiser. Where I am, so shall you be, the hermit seems to be thinking. He's experienced many lessons and now wants to share them with you. Yes. Even though he's alone, he's not lonely. Even though we're often surrounded by others, we always must follow our own paths. Yes, I do. I feel older and wiser than I have been before, and I've made it from the fool at least into the stage of the magician and kind of into the high priestess, where I'm able to see but to the other side of the veil now. But it's like, I want to share that with others. The Hermit upright indicates silent counsel and wise advice given and received. This card shows open-mindedness and a willingness to be of help. Like the solitary hermit, you might need to withdraw to meditate on what's going on in your life. Patience is a virtue and leads to a studied conclusion rather than a hasty one. I think this is really about like the wise advice given and received, and how far I've come, and that I want to share that light. Okay, so where am I going? Full moon in Leo, go wild. And that's crazy because Leo is all about like being seen and being bold, and I'm like so scared to share this stuff. And answer the soul. Answer what your soul's calling you to do. Answer the soul's calling. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever pulled this card, but I definitely feel like I'm opening my third eye these days. So transcending fear, literally. Doing this in general is transcending fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. I'll be embracing my power. I'll be fearless. Beautiful. My relationships, 3 of staves. Okay. Or at least like the love side of things. Let's see. 3 of staves. Which is the wands. 3 of wands. Okay. Upright imagery and meaning. Here, it's the same. Okay, well, in this one, there's someone else in it, right? So there's 2 people in this, and I can't remember exactly who it is. I wonder if I wrote that down. Let me see. Because who do I have over here? I have cups over here. Just a minute. I'm interested. Cups and staves I'm looking for. Okay. Cups and staves. No, it's coins. No arrows, no. No, queen, no. No. Princess, no. Arrows, no. I need cups and staves. Balance, 7, 3, no. I don't remember. My goodness, jeez, they're so far back. Okay, so is it her or is it the princess? And is it her or is it... Okay, I think it's the princess. And I think of one. Staves. Nope, you're her. And Prince of Staves. Okay. Might be missing one. Let me see. It's not her. You are the Princess of Staves, which is Brunhilde. And you're not. I don't think you're this one. I think you're... How did I miss that? Oh my goodness. I apologize to, I guess, myself. Here it is. The King is Wotan. Okay, this is Brunhilde and Wotan, if that means anything. And this, I think, is either Bragween or Isolde. I don't know. I guess that's not like super important. Now that I've got all of this information out here, though. Okay, the Three of Staves, the Three of Wands. I was hoping that would be Bridget, because that would just be like too coincidental. Anyways. Okay. When we arrive at the Three of Wands, we feel more established in business and education. Okay? Can tell when events are moving along much better and that the momentum is increased. You know you'll benefit from your efforts and receive the rewards of the hard work you've put forth. You're also rightfully proud of your accomplishments. The Three of Wands often comes up when you're being offered help. It indicates good partnerships and solid cooperation with others. In business or education, support can be found all around you, and everyone involved wants to either help out or support your efforts. Success can't be too far away when you have that kind of backup and positive thoughts from others. Yes, right, because 3, it does have to do with like unity and coming together, and then the Wands has to do with like your passions and your creative interests, and so that makes sense that like you might be I might be collaborating with people who are interested in things similar to me, like this maybe. Okay, the Major Arcana card, oh my god, that I got for my future is the Hierophant reversed, which is crazy because 2 days ago I said, where am I on my personal journey right now? And it said the Hierophant reversed. And then yesterday I said, where am I? You know, like, what am I today? And it said the Hierophant reversed. Like that. Okay. Which is, okay. And my brain apparently didn't hold on to it until I just saw conformity. This is all about non-conforming and like taking a different path than is, you know, normal. So yeah, I'm definitely doing that. And Judgment reversed. How interesting that I pulled from the entire deck and still 2 of them came out Major Arcana. Okay, Judgment reversed. Reverse can indicate a fear of losing control or a fear that you won't find happiness. Sometimes it shows a lack of interest or awareness in the spiritual side of life, or possible losses or delays in realizing a higher spiritual calling. This card cautions you to take care not to be superstitious, but instead to believe that all conditions of life have a higher purpose. There's a reason, in other words, for everything, even though some of those things are not very pleasant. Okay. I love that.